the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it up to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
For the Buccaneers.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. From the gun, they run with Michel. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Michel, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 15 yards on the play, first down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Sean Bunting on the tackle.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Nothing.
After the run, Newton going to throw. He's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh fighting the path to the QB there. So now after the sack, Cam of the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long. From the 50, Newton. Rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he's not going to get the first down. He had to get to the 30, but he's a yard or 2 short.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Here we go with Michel. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll try the air now with Newton. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Goal at the 8-yard line.
Try to pound it in here with Michel. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
10-yard line.
Mike, 45. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Michel going to try again. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down.
And goal.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And they will run it with Michel. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And now it's 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Brady. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Justin Watson.
23 yards on the play.
3 yards. 1st down, Tampa Bay.
Now a play fake, Brady. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Brady. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brady's pass intercepted. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Intended for Demir Bird. It leads to 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A play fake to Michelle. Now Newton. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So now after the sack, Cam of the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long.
Gun. 45.
A final shot before the break. Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Going deep this time for Miller. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was the veteran Devin McCourty. Got a hand in there to break that one up.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. From 21 yards away. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
kbeahm118's on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Brady's pass there, complete to Gronkowski. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Brady to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. He's got Evans. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. On play action, now Brady. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Evans once again the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. A 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Foxborough. To throw again, Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Kyle Duggar in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Going up top for Miller. And that is going to be incomplete. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this? Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free. I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
A throw over the middle, taken in, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Brady. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Operating from the gun, Brady. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tom Brady with a touchdown pass to Chris Godwin. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it winds us down to the end of the 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 7.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
He was brought down by Lopez.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. Buying time to his left. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against him.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that would look like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. The pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line.
It's a game.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
First down, Tampa
On
Bay.
1st and 10, here's Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Gain on the play.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. On play action, it's Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he gets this to the 35, good for a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Patriots.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That is caught right at the 10-yard line.
Brady's
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Again, they'll throw with Brady. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tom Brady to his old Patriot pal, Rob Gronkowski. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
makes the score Patriots 21, Buccaneers 14.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
And another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Newton's going to throw it. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Newton. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time, gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
4-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and goal.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
Yeah.